Is the verdict from a Warren County jury tonight in the case against Gary Waite. He is the Glens Falls man who killed his 15-month-old son, Jesse Smith. The jury found Waite guilty of murder, manslaughter, and endangering the welfare of a child. Our Pat Bailey was there when the verdict came down. He is live from outside the courthouse in Queensbury with more on tonight's top story. Pat?
Well, Greg, it was hard to find somebody leaving the courtroom today surprised by this verdict, including Gary Waite's attorney, who told me he wasn't surprised. In fact, he told me he told his client not to be surprised by this. However, he still thinks that murder is an overcharge here. In the meantime, Jesse Smith's family was leaving the courtroom today. They were crying, they were consoling one another and carrying his picture, and they say Gary Waite did, in fact, murder their son.
As to count one, murder in the second degree, how do you find? Not guilty or guilty?
Gary Waite showed no emotion as he heard the jury read his fate. Outside the courtroom, emotions were much different.
We got our justice. He got his charges.
Family and friends of 15-month-old Jesse Smith hugged one another and cried. They also did not hold back when talking about Gary Waite.
I hope he can rot in hell for all I care now, because I can say whatever I want.
Waite could get up to life in prison when he is sentenced in December. However, his attorney says he will start the paperwork immediately to have this case heard in the Court of Appeals, since he still does not think the facts warranted a murder charge to begin with.
It's really a question of law, not a question of facts. The facts are horrendous, and when you have horrendous facts, the jury reacts to that emotionally, which I ask them not to do, because the law demands that they don't do that, but that's not something that juries can often do. And
District Attorney Kate Hogan says she is not worried about a higher court and believes the verdict will stick.
So the case law is clear that when you're the actor who inflicts the injuries and then there's a delay in getting the treatment, even if you call for help at 6:17, as this defendant did, it's too little, too late.
And the family of Jesse Smith agrees, calling today's verdict justice.
He was murdered. Yes. He was murdered. He was beaten to death. Now this baby has justice, and that's all that matters, is that this baby has justice. Now all we're hoping for is that he gets 25 to life.
Now, long before this trial even started, Gary Waite's attorney tried to have that murder charge thrown out. He was successful at a lower level court, but a higher court overturned that ruling, and that's why Gary Waite was initially went on to be charged with murder, and that's what he was convicted of here today. So I asked his attorney, it was thrown out once but overturned, what do you expect this time now that there's a verdict? And he said he just does not know. Gary Waite will be sentenced here in Warren County Court December 11th, where he faces 25 years to life in prison. Reporting in Warren County, Pat Bailey, CBS 6 News.